About there's some hats back in Ireland, you know, that you put them on, you turn into someone else. And whatever it is, it puts me voice down about an octave, you know. You take it back up and you're back up again, you know.
Up where Michael was.
Up where Michael was, yeah, exactly, yeah. So it's a strange one, yeah.
And we've got another game we can play as well. We've all got silver Sharpies for you, and we're going to join the dots on Emmet's shirt. Would that be good?
That works, that works.
Little triangles.
We can draw our names.
Illuminati symbol.
We've got people that primed. There must be 100 different questions here tonight, so
wow.
I'm going to give Emmet the microphone. I'm only kidding. No pressure.
Yeah.
As I say, it doesn't have to be a question, it could be a comment.
Yeah.
So just raise your hand.
We're here to chat to you
I tell you what, we found out a bit of information. We've got some ladies here from Ottawa.
Oh, hello.
We have a lady here all the way from Sarasota.
Oh, hello.
And we have a friend from Japan,
Yeah.
of course. But that doesn't mean to say that you haven't come from a distance or you've driven for 4 hours. We appreciate that too.
I came the whole way from Mullingar. I'm wrecked.
I came from down the road.
There you go. So you have a question, guys, ask.
Fire away.
We're here for you guys. So
Can we take pictures?
You're very polite.
Yes.
we do. Can I take pictures right now? During the, I think like add pictures. Yeah. Take pictures, videos, whatever you want.
Snap away.
Let us know.
It mightn't be pretty, but snap away.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a question, this lady here. Sure.
I saw you guys back in 2011 in Poughkeepsie when you were doing a PBS taping, and you were in the band.
Yes.
So when did you come out of the band to become a
So,
singer?
so the question is, when did Neil stop being in the band and become in the front line of Celtic Thunder?
I suppose it kind of slowly evolved, you know. The second year, well, actually, from the first DVD, I used to do a lot of the backing vocals in the studio, you know, the group harmonies and stuff like that, you know. Then on the second year, Sharon asked me to would I be interested in going forward on the stage, putting the guitar down and singing a song, a lead song in the show, which was Noreen at the time, you know. And then I did Hallelujah.
I was there with my friend Maureen, and she loved it.
Right.
And it's every year I'd kind of done more and more, you know, until I think I was 3 years into it, and then Sharon said, "Would you like to go front as a principal?" You know, and the rest is history, you know. Yeah, but it's great, and you know, what I love about it is that still playing instruments on the stage. We all play instruments, you know, and when we're even from behind the curtains, I could be behind playing a second guitar, or Emmet could be playing something, or any of the guys, you know, and yeah, so we're continuous, even though you don't see us, we're behind there and we're singing harmonies, or we're playing guitars, or something like that, you know. So it comes in handy.
Emmet plays the accordion.
Yeah, when did that come?
2 nights ago. What happened?
2 nights ago, so you know, I do the thing, I kind of run and get it, and I kind of slide along the stage and then jump up, kind of make big gestures with it. But the other night, as I was sliding along the floor, like the straps just went snapped off. The 2 straps just snapped off, and I had to like put it aside. But then Mark Ryan, our guitar tech, came up to me afterwards, and he said, "In all my years doing, you know, stagehand, and I've never seen anybody break 2 straps on an accordion. Like they're real thick straps." I was like, I wasn't messing with it, you know. Just 2 of them just went. So I think we have steel reinforced straps on it now, which is there ain't no breaking through them. So yeah.
Is all 3 of us kind of joined? If you call joining the front line joining,
Yeah.
And you joined
From the back,
so
yeah.
the 3 of us all appeared at the same time. As
We all kind of, like I joined just as Dave took over as musical director, and the same year Neil kind of went to the front line. So I mean,
and Damien had just left to go to Glee.
Yeah.
So I walked into a group. Damien had gone to Glee. Who else? I think Ryan had temporarily left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, he
was
did.
going to go on a solo career as well. But then that all came back, and then George didn't know what was going on.
Keith was still there at the
Keith
time
was
as
there,
well.
yeah. But then young Daniel had joined us. So I was working with singers. I didn't even know what they could do, and we only had 3 months to do a double album, so it was hectic. Things haven't changed, have they?
no, there's still as turbulent as ever now. It's,
We thrive on it.
you have a question there? Yes.
What's your absolute favorite song to perform from all the years then?
Celtic Thunder, like Celtic Thunder repertoire.
Whichever one you want to talk about.
Yeah, what's your favorite song to perform? Like, oh, that's really hard question to answer. You know, I think music can. I always kind of think of it in context, and it might be a moment in your life, or it might be a person you're thinking of, or you know, like music is a thing that really, I suppose, connects us to our memories. In many ways, it can bring us to a place or remind us of a person or a moment in our lives. Like, you know the way sometimes you hear a song and immediately you think of something that might have happened 10 years ago. You know, when you heard that song.
Arrested that time.
When you was arrested, yeah. So
When
just
you're coming out of Lanigan's Ball.
yeah, just the sirens. No, for me, I don't know. I think there's an Irish song called "The Parting Glass" that means a lot to me personally. That I would sing frequently, not necessarily with Celtic Thunder, but yeah, that one for me has kind of a special, you know, it brings back sort of special memories. So
Does anyone have Emmet's solo album?
yeah, so it's on my solo album,
On the solo
and
album.
Dave did an amazing orchestration of it. It's very sort of I don't know what way to describe it. It's very haunting, yeah, and it's quite almost like a movie score kind of underlying the vocal. And yeah, so when we were doing the album, I of course asked Dave to work and produce and orchestrate it, and yeah, that was the one that we definitely wanted to do something special with. So
I think it's also resonance with George every time you was
yeah, definitely. That's kind of what I was saying, but not saying. But it always reminds me of George. So because I know he was very famous for singing it. So yeah, for me that's.
We're still on the same question. You know, songs that would spring to mind that I got most enjoyment out of, I suppose, I always enjoyed doing Perfect. Remember what that we did? What show was that?
Mythology, wasn't it?
Mythology, yeah, Mythology. It's just a funky song, you know, and just a nice bouncy kind of arrangement of it, you know. Enjoy that. I really love Rise Again. I really feel that. I really like that song. And then just for like Emmet said, for different reasons, I really enjoy Finnegan's Wake. You know, you can just, you know, have a bit of crack with it, you know, and it's a funny song, you know, and so yeah, different songs for different arrangements. Hallelujah I've always loved that arrangement as well. I think it's a nice arrangement, you know, so, you know, yeah.
Yeah, April.
What's the most life-changing or influential song, album, whatever, like ever in your life?
Good question. Life-changing album influences. What springs to mind for you?
I couldn't say a particular album per se.
Song? Something that like sticks out in your mind that like this is...
I could say an album that springs to mind for me straight away is an album that when I was a kid, I saved up £1 a week. And I told this story before. I saved up £1 a week because I seen it being advertised on the TV, and I was absolutely obsessed with guitar as a kid. My dad was a guitar player, and I'll always remember hearing Mark Knopfler playing Money for Nothing, and that riff, and it still makes the hair stand on the back of my neck. It really does. I love it, you know. But I remember saving up £1 a week to get to $7.99 and go down to Gold Discs and buy Brothers in Arms. Remember that, Dave? You know. The one with the dobro on the front and all, you know, and I still love that album as much as I did then, you know. It's amazing.
What
You know?
Dire Straits
that was an
big here?
influential one.
Were they a big band in America, Dire Straits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmet, what were you?
I think it kind of jumps back to my last answer about a song. You know, like for me, it's certain songs that kind of connect you to moments in your life. So
Right.
I mean, it's hard because we've all had different musical influences. There's certain
Like what would you say necessarily made you say, I want to be a musician?
Probably listening to my dad play piano or my mum sing. I mean, I have a great love for church music, you know, gospel music as well. I grew up singing in church. Before I ever stepped foot on a stage, I was singing in church for years in choirs and as a cantor at home in Mullingar. So there's some beautiful church music. I remember the first time performing it, there's a Latin piece called the Panis Angelicus, which is really beautiful. And there's a particular psalm actually by an American composer called David Haas called In God Alone, which again, it's kind of sad that I sang at my grandmother's funeral, but you know, songs like that sometimes are
Right. Yeah.
so yeah.
me a lot.
Church music. How Great Thou Art is one that kind of always. And there's a song called Bless This House. Do you know the song Bless This House? Oh Lord, we pray. Do you know that? I remember singing that as a kid, and I performed it over here, and it always seems to. So again, just certain songs bring you back to.
The Sex Pistols a lot to me as well.
Yeah, the Sex Pistols, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Prodigy, maybe.
I'm fast off it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You spent a lot of time in Manhattan this year.
Yeah, in New York, yeah.
Yes, and taking lessons and things like
Yes.
that. Where do you feel that next move is going to be?
I kind of, if anyone follows me on social media, they'll notice I was in New York a lot this year, just in between touring and obviously before we started off this tour, studying with an opera teacher. So I was involved, studied classical music before Celtic Thunder ever became part of my life, and I decided to go back to it, to formal training in the last year or so. I don't know, because I'm converting from baritone to tenor, and I'm dealing with all the growing pains that brings. I'm discovering an array of repertoire that I never ever thought I would sing, because I was always told it was a baritone. So suddenly now I'm singing up in the clouds and learning how to do that and not scream my head off. And
Pretty amazing, huh?
And learn how to. So like Dave has a classical music background, and I've been kind of filling him in on the different repertoire, the different roles I'd be looking at way down the line, when I grow up. So I don't know, to be honest. Right now I'm enjoying just going back to studying music. I've kind of rediscovered my love for classical music, because I maybe neglected it for a few years, and now it's kind of, when you sing it, it's so rich and it's very satisfying.
He could sing the phone book and make it sound amazing. He sings just.
It's great. I put Neil to sleep every night.
Right. We're gonna start asking you questions now. This is the bit I told you about. So, Neil, you're closest to the mic, so
That first one's a good
fire
question.
away.
Yeah.
I'm a Believer was written by which well-known American songwriter?
Neil Diamond.
Well done.
Oh.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah. I often gets that. Ooh, didn't know that reaction.
Yeah. Because he always wanted to be just a song.
I made him a shirt once.
That's right.
He hired me. Yeah.
In the song LOVE, what does L stand for?
The way you look at me.
That is sort of way you look at me.
Yeah, the look.
Guys up the back, we can hear you as well, so don't be afraid.
In the show, we do 2 songs by Ed Sheeran. Can you name them?
So the younger ones, you're going, who's Ed Sheeran?
This girl here has it.
Castle on the Hill and then Galloway Girl.
Well done, well done, well done. Very good.
Nice. I wouldn't have got that myself now. I'm not joking. The moody songwriter Jacques Brel.
Jacques Brel is alive and
wrote
well.
and performed Season in the Sun. But which European country is he actually from?
It's like a table quiz. Isn't it?
Is it Belgium or is it France?
No,
Belgium?
a close neighbour.
Yeah.
Belgium. Very good, yeah.
See, every day's a school day.
That's another show I did.
Who originally sang The Devil Went Down to Georgia?
Yes.
Charlotte Daniels.
Do you know when it was written? Anyone?
Yeah.
The 80s, I
That's a
think.
good stab.
That's why I
It
said.
was the 80s, I think.
So,
1979, I think. Okay.
Must be a good one, Emmet.
Go ahead.
Now listen very intently. Fossil Thong is an anagram of which song in the show?
Jeez.
what's the first 2 words again?
Fossil, F-O-S-S-I-L, Thong, T-H-O-N-G, is an anagram. Yes.
Oh.
It's a lovely song.
Just a song at twilight.
That's gonna be in my head forever.
You got me on that one.
Ding me a dong, you the
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what?
Tell them how many words it goes into the title.
Oh yeah, so there's 3 words in the answer. Like it's a song with 3 words.
No one told you to bring a pencil and pad.
Yeah, right. That would make it easier.
Fossil song. Nope.
Okay, it would be Sons of Light.
Oh, yeah, I never would have gotten that one. No.
Our big epic opener.
You're a cheeky one.
Which country megastar had his first breakthrough in 1989 with a song from the show? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
And the song was?
The song was
Crow in the Cradle.
Too Young to Kill.
Honestly, Taylor.
Very good. I'm all out of questions. How are you doing?
I have one left.
Okay.
You're very good.
What is Neil's phone number? Don't answer that.
Wish I knew.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, he's blushing.
Alphabetically speaking, what is the last song in tonight's show? So if you go to the end, Ireland's Call, no. Lanigan's Ball, no, it's L. Sorry.
Reading the answer.
When I was your man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Very, very good.
See, we make you work in this show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
I would.
what we're going to do is get you to have a look at your VIP brochures and check your numbers, because rather tantalisingly we're going to read out the number and whistling. We have this
Skip cap.
baseball cap, skip cap. We call them skip caps back home, but like, what does this cap make you do? Because the other cap made you talk about this.
Skip.
Let's not try it.
Good, Em.
I started swinging like a golf. I started swinging a golf club when I put that on for some reason. Anyway, moving on. Yes, it's a blue ticket, and it's 379267. Last number 7.
Yay!
Right in the middle. Well done.
Well done.
I'll drop it then.
And if you want to win a poster, you better listen up. I'm about to tell you how. Okay. And the winning ticket number is 37927116. Is it you?
Really? Yeah. No joke.
37927116?
Awesome. Yes, Emmet,
Well done.
please.
I present that to you, lady.
So we're going to get a little closer, and Rachel, Rachel is somewhere. I know I can hear her breathing.